We have more now on our exclusive with former First Lady Michelle Obama. Her new memoir, as we're saying, is coming out tomorrow. It's called Becoming.
The former First Lady of the United States has always been in the public eye, admired for her grace, intelligence, and advocacy. But recent reports about an unexpected FBI find in her vehicle have sparked widespread speculation and intrigue. What exactly did they uncover, and what goes on in the ex-First Lady's life behind the scenes? Stay with us to uncover the startling details behind this mysterious revelation. How is Michelle Obama different? Michelle Obama is one of the most admired and influential women of the 21st century. As a lawyer, author, and advocate, she has used her platform to inspire millions around the world. While many recognize her for her public presence, her life story extends far beyond any single role. From her humble beginnings on the South Side of Chicago to her impact as a global icon, Michelle Obama's journey is one of resilience, determination, and lasting influence. From the very beginning, Michelle Obama approached her role with a sense of purpose. She was not content with simply fulfilling traditional ceremonial duties. Instead, she became an active advocate for causes that mattered deeply to her. One of her most significant initiatives was Let's Move, a campaign launched in 2010 to combat childhood obesity. Recognizing the growing health crisis among American children, she encouraged healthier eating habits, increased physical activity, and improved school nutrition standards. Her efforts led to changes in school meal programs, the promotion of fresh and local produce, and partnerships with food and fitness organizations to make nutritious options more accessible. Beyond health, Michelle Obama was a passionate advocate for education. She launched the Reach Higher initiative, aimed at inspiring students to pursue higher education and career training. Through this program, she encouraged young people, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds, to take charge of their futures by exploring college and vocational education opportunities. Her annual College Signing Day events became a celebrated tradition, shining a spotlight on students committing to their next academic journey. Another one of her major contributions was the Joining Forces initiative, which she co-led with Dr. Jill Biden. This program supported military service members, veterans, and their families by focusing on employment, education, and wellness. Michelle Obama worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the unique struggles faced by military families, advocating for better job opportunities for veterans and increased mental health support. One of the most defining aspects of her time as First Lady was her ability to connect with people on a personal level. Whether visiting schools, appearing on talk shows, or participating in social media campaigns, she maintained a relatable and approachable persona. Her sense of humor and down-to-earth nature resonated with millions. From dancing on The Ellen DeGeneres Show to delivering heartfelt speeches at national conventions, she proved that being First Lady did not mean being distant or unapproachable. Her speeches in particular left an indelible mark. Her address at the 2016 Democratic National Convention, where she famously declared, "When they go low, we go high," became one of the most memorable moments of her time in the White House. She consistently used her platform to advocate for unity, kindness, and resilience, offering words of encouragement that inspired people across political and social lines. Michelle Obama also became a global advocate for girls' education through the Let Girls Learn initiative. Recognizing that millions of girls worldwide lacked access to quality education, she used her influence to push for policies and programs that would help break down barriers for young women. Her travels to countries such as Liberia, Morocco, and the United Kingdom brought international attention to the issue, amplifying the need for investment in girls' education and empowerment. Fashion and public image were another aspect of her influence. Unlike many of her predecessors, Michelle Obama embraced a modern and accessible fashion sense, frequently wearing clothes from emerging designers alongside high-end brands. She used fashion as a tool of self-expression and diplomacy, often choosing outfits that symbolized cultural appreciation during international visits. Her choices influenced trends and even gave lesser-known designers a platform on the world stage. Her role as a mother was also a significant part of her life in the White House. Despite the demands of her position, she prioritized ensuring that her daughters, Malia and Sasha, had as normal an upbringing as possible. She shielded them from excessive media attention, emphasized the importance of responsibility, and made sure they participated in everyday activities like doing chores and attending school events. Her dedication to motherhood added a deeply personal and relatable element to her public persona. Throughout her 8 years in the White House, Michelle Obama faced intense scrutiny, yet she handled criticism with grace and resilience. Whether it was unfair attacks on her character or the pressures of being the first Black First Lady, she remained steadfast in her mission to uplift others and create meaningful change. She never allowed negativity to define her, instead using every challenge as an opportunity to reinforce the values of strength, perseverance, and dignity. By the time she left the White House in 2017, Michelle Obama had redefined what it meant to be First Lady. She had transformed the role into one of active advocacy, using her platform to improve lives in tangible ways. Before delving into the alleged shocking discovery in Michelle Obama's car that left investigators stunned, let's first explore her life and accomplishments beyond her role as First Lady. The untold story of Michelle Obama. Michelle LaVaughn Robinson was born on January 17, 1964, in Chicago, Illinois. She grew up in a close-knit family in a small apartment where her parents instilled strong values of hard work, education, and integrity. Her father, Fraser Robinson, worked for the city's water department despite battling multiple sclerosis, while her mother, Marion Robinson, was a dedicated homemaker who later became a secretary. Michelle and her older brother, Craig, were raised in an environment that emphasized education as the key to success. A bright and ambitious student, Michelle excelled academically and was accepted into Princeton University. As an African-American woman in a predominantly white institution, she faced challenges but remained steadfast in her goals. She graduated cum laude in 1985 with a degree in sociology and a minor in African-American studies. She then attended Harvard Law School, earning her Juris Doctor degree in 1988. Her time at Harvard further shaped her views on social justice and equality, setting the foundation for her future career. After completing her law degree, Michelle began her career at the prestigious law firm Sidley Austin in Chicago. It was there that she met Barack Obama, a young law associate who would later become her husband. Though she was excelling in corporate law, Michelle felt a calling to work in public service. She transitioned into roles that aligned with her passion for community development, including working as an assistant to the mayor of Chicago and later as the executive director of Public Allies, a nonprofit focused on developing young leaders. She then took on a role at the University of Chicago, working on initiatives to increase community engagement and encourage students to pursue public service. Her commitment to education and leadership development was evident in every role she undertook, reinforcing her lifelong dedication to making a difference in people's lives. When Michelle Obama stepped into the role of First Lady in 2009, she redefined the position in ways that left a lasting impact on American society. As the first African-American First Lady, she was not only a historic figure, but also a powerful force for change. Her tenure was marked by initiatives that focused on education, health, military families, and the empowerment of young people, all while balancing the expectations that came with being a global icon. Michelle's public presence grew significantly when her husband launched his political career. As he moved from the Illinois State Senate to the U.S. Senate and eventually into a national spotlight, Michelle played a crucial role in supporting his journey. Despite initial reluctance about stepping into the public eye, she soon became known for her authenticity, intelligence, and ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Her speeches, often characterized by warmth and relatability, resonated deeply with audiences across the country. After leaving the political spotlight, Michelle Obama continued to influence the world in profound ways. She published her memoir, Becoming, in 2018, which became an instant bestseller, selling millions of copies worldwide. In the book, she candidly shared her experiences growing up, her career journey, and the challenges and triumphs she faced along the way. The book's success led to a global book tour, where she engaged in meaningful conversations about identity, leadership, and empowerment. In addition to her writing, Michelle launched the Obama Foundation alongside her husband, focusing on leadership development, civic engagement, and educational initiatives. She has also been a strong advocate for girls' education through her Global Girls Alliance, aiming to provide better educational opportunities for young women around the world. Michelle Obama's influence extends far beyond any official role. She has redefined what it means to be a modern leader, using her voice to uplift others and push for meaningful change. Her advocacy for education, health, and community development continues to inspire individuals across generations. Whether through her books, public speaking engagements, or charitable initiatives, she remains a powerful force for good. Her journey from a working-class neighborhood in Chicago to becoming one of the most influential women in the world serves as a testament to the power of perseverance and purpose. Michelle Obama's story is not just one of personal success, but of inspiring others to reach their full potential, making her a true role model for generations to come. Wondering what prompted such a strong response from the FBI and the public? Stay with us as we explore other controversies linked to the former First Lady. A public figure under scrutiny. Michelle Obama has long been a subject of public fascination, and with such visibility comes intense scrutiny. As one of the most recognized women in the world, she has faced numerous controversies and rumors throughout her time in the spotlight, whether related to her public statements, personal life, or role in society. These instances have sparked widespread discussions and debates. From the moment she entered the national stage, Michelle Obama found herself at the center of public opinion. Her speeches, interviews, and personal choices have often been dissected, leading to speculation and controversy. As the wife of a prominent political figure, every aspect of her life, from her upbringing to her professional career, has been placed under a microscope. Throughout her years in public service, there have been numerous occasions where her words or actions have led to debate. Comments she made in speeches have been analyzed, sometimes leading to strong reactions from both supporters and critics. Public figures often experience intense examination, and Michelle Obama has been no exception. Her statements on social issues and policies and her views on various topics have frequently drawn attention. Additionally, her lifestyle and personal choices have not been immune to controversy. From the way she dressed to the vacations she took, public opinion has often been divided. Social media and news outlets have played a significant role in amplifying discussions, making it nearly impossible for any high-profile figure to avoid speculation and debate. As with many public figures, rumors have circulated regarding aspects of her personal and professional life. Over the years, discussions about her background, ambitions, and intentions have surfaced, generating significant attention. These discussions have fueled conversations across multiple platforms, sometimes dominating headlines and online debates. Another area of controversy has involved her advocacy work and initiatives. While many have praised her for championing various causes, others have raised questions and concerns about the impact and intentions behind these efforts. As a result, her initiatives have been discussed at length, with opinions varying widely on their effectiveness and motivations. Michelle Obama's interactions with other influential figures have also sparked conversations. Whether through alliances, public appearances, or professional relationships, her connections have often been a topic of interest. At times, these associations have led to increased speculation and debate about her role and influence within different circles. Her influence on pop culture and media has further intensified public scrutiny. Interviews, book releases, and television appearances have generated both admiration and criticism. Her best-selling memoir and high-profile projects have continued to keep her in the public eye, with discussions about her legacy and impact remaining a frequent topic. Beyond her public work, even aspects of her family life have been the subject of speculation. As a public figure, maintaining privacy can be challenging, and at times, even her family has been included in conversations surrounding her name. The balancing act between public service and personal life has consistently drawn attention. Despite stepping away from official political roles, Michelle Obama continues to be a widely discussed figure. Every statement she makes and every project she undertakes invites analysis and, at times, controversy. The ongoing interest in her life and career ensures that she remains a topic of conversation in the public sphere. Public figures often find themselves navigating a landscape filled with both admiration and criticism. Michelle Obama's journey in the public eye has been marked by both, with ongoing discussions surrounding her every move. Regardless of the nature of these controversies and rumors, one thing remains certain. Her name continues to generate discussions, debates, and opinions across the world. The former First Lady might be a man. The theory that Michelle Obama is transgender has been a subject of persistent speculation for years, driven by various claims, alleged inconsistencies, and interpretations of public statements. According to this theory, Michelle Obama, born Michael LaVaughn Robinson, underwent a gender transition before meeting Barack Obama. Proponents argue that her public persona was meticulously crafted to conceal this aspect of her past. They point to a range of supposed evidence, including childhood photos, perceived changes in her physical appearance over time, and certain masculine features, as indicators that she may not be a biological woman. The speculation gained significant attention in 2014 when comedian Joan Rivers made an offhand comment during a street interview. Rivers remarked, "You know Michelle is a transgender. We all know it." This statement quickly went viral, reigniting discussions and theories about Michelle Obama's gender. The clip of Rivers' comment was widely shared on social media and fringe websites, further amplifying the claims. Shortly after making the remark, Rivers passed away due to complications from a medical procedure. Some conspiracy theorists seized on her death, suggesting it was not accidental, but rather a deliberate act to silence her for exposing the truth. This narrative added a layer of intrigue and suspicion, further entrenching the theory in the minds of believers. Online videos have also played a significant role in perpetuating the theory. These videos analyze Michelle Obama's body movements, gait, and clothing choices, claiming to reveal subtle signs of a male physique that cannot be entirely concealed. For example, some theorists argue that her posture, shoulder width, or hand size align more closely with male characteristics. Additionally, Barack Obama's occasional references to his wife as Michael in speeches have been highlighted by theorists as potential Freudian slips. One widely shared video shows Barack saying, "Michael and I," before quickly correcting himself. Conspiracy believers interpret this as a moment where he nearly revealed Michelle's original name, further supporting their claims. These moments, though brief, are often cited as key pieces of evidence in the broader narrative. Theorists also scrutinize Michelle Obama's early life, particularly her high school and college records. They argue that there is little verifiable evidence of her female identity before a certain age. Some claim that old photographs have been altered or doctored to fit the official narrative, while others suggest that details of her early life have been intentionally obscured to protect the secret. For instance, they point to the scarcity of childhood photos and the lack of public statements from individuals who knew her during her formative years. The absence of childhood friends or classmates coming forward to confirm her past has also been cited as suspicious, with theorists arguing that key information has been suppressed or erased. This perceived lack of transparency fuels further speculation and skepticism. Another dimension of the theory involves the alleged role of elite organizations and secret societies in shaping public figures. Some conspiracy theorists propose that Michelle Obama's transition, if it occurred, was part of a larger agenda to advance progressive ideologies. They argue that her story was carefully orchestrated to normalize certain social changes, with the media, Hollywood, and the political establishment working together to suppress any questioning of her background. According to this narrative, the mainstream media acts as a gatekeeper, ensuring that only the official story is disseminated while dismissing or discrediting alternative perspectives. Those who speak out are often labeled as conspiracy theorists or banned from mainstream platforms, which theorists claim is a deliberate strategy to maintain control over the narrative. The theory surrounding Michelle Obama's gender is often discussed in online forums, YouTube videos, and fringe websites where individuals share and dissect alleged evidence. While the claims remain unverified, they continue to circulate, fueled by a combination of alleged inconsistencies, selective interpretations of public statements, and a broader distrust of institutions. The theory taps into a deeper skepticism about the transparency of public figures and the role of powerful entities in shaping public perception. For many believers, the idea that Michelle Obama's background could be part of a larger agenda resonates with their broader worldview, which often includes a distrust of mainstream narratives and a belief in hidden truths. Michelle Obama, being the combination of high-profile public life, occasional ambiguous statements, and the internet's ability to amplify fringe ideas, has created a perfect storm for speculation and boost such theories. The statement that ignited a firestorm of controversy. In February 2008, during a rally in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Michelle Obama, then the wife of Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama, made a statement that would ignite a firestorm of controversy. Speaking to a crowd of supporters, she said, "For the first time in my adult lifetime, I am really proud of my country." The remark, intended to express enthusiasm for the grassroots energy and hope surrounding her husband's campaign, was quickly seized upon by critics who interpreted it as evidence of her lack of patriotism. The controversy became a defining moment in that presidential campaign and continued to shadow Michelle Obama throughout her time as First Lady. Michelle Obama's comment was made in the context of discussing the unprecedented levels of political engagement and optimism that her husband's campaign had inspired. She went on to say, "Not just because Barack has done well, but because I think people are hungry for change." Her full statement was meant to highlight the transformative potential of the campaign and the collective effort of Americans who were rallying behind a vision of progress. However, the line about being really proud of my country was extracted from its broader context and became the focal point of intense criticism. The backlash was swift and fierce. Critics, particularly from conservative circles, accused Michelle Obama of being unpatriotic and suggested that her statement revealed a deep-seated disdain for the United States. Commentators and political opponents framed the remark as evidence that the Obamas did not share the same love for America as many of their fellow citizens. The controversy was amplified by media coverage, with pundits and talk show hosts dissecting the statement and questioning Michelle Obama's loyalty to the country. The remark also became a rallying cry for those who opposed Barack Obama's candidacy. Critics used it to paint the Obamas as elitist or out of touch with mainstream American values. Some even suggested that Michelle Obama's comment reflected a broader worldview that was critical of America's history and traditions. The controversy took on a life of its own, becoming a recurring theme in attacks against the Obama campaign. In response to the criticism, Michelle Obama and her supporters sought to clarify the intent behind her statement. They argued that her words had been taken out of context and that she was expressing pride in the way Americans were coming together to support her husband's vision for change. Michelle Obama emphasized that her comment was not a reflection of a lack of pride in the country, but rather an acknowledgement of the unique moment in history that the campaign represented. Barack Obama also defended his wife, describing her as a deeply patriotic American who loved her country. He pointed to her background. Growing up in a working-class family on the south side of Chicago, attending Princeton University and Harvard Law School, and dedicating her career to public service, as evidence of her commitment to the ideals of the United States. Supporters of the Obamas argued that the controversy was a deliberate attempt to distort Michelle Obama's words and undermine her husband's campaign. Despite efforts to clarify the comment, the controversy continued to haunt Michelle Obama throughout the 2008 campaign and beyond. The line about being really proud of my country was repeatedly cited by critics as evidence of her supposed lack of patriotism. It became a staple of conservative commentary and was often used to question the Obamas' commitment to American values. The controversy surrounding Michelle Obama's 2008 remark was a defining moment in the early stages of her public life as a political figure. While the statement was intended to express pride in the collective effort to bring about change, it was interpreted by critics as evidence of a lack of patriotism. The backlash was swift and intense, with the remark becoming a recurring theme in attacks against the Obamas. Despite efforts to clarify the intent behind her words, the controversy continued to shadow Michelle Obama, highlighting the challenges and scrutiny that come with being a high-profile public figure. Ultimately, the episode underscored the complexities of political communication and the ways in which words can be interpreted and misinterpreted in the heat of a presidential campaign. So, what exactly did law enforcement uncover regarding Michelle Obama's car? Here's everything you need to know about the details. Michelle's car search. In 2016, a story began circulating online, claiming that Michelle Obama, then the First Lady of the United States, had been involved in a hit-and-run incident. The allegations suggested that Michelle had struck a pedestrian with her vehicle and fled the scene without stopping to render aid or report the accident. The story, which included detailed accounts and purported evidence, captivated public attention and sparked heated debates about accountability, privilege, and the integrity of public figures. According to the reports, the alleged incident occurred in Washington, D.C. during a late-night outing. The story claimed that Michelle Obama was driving alone when her vehicle struck a pedestrian crossing the street. The reports alleged that instead of stopping to assist the victim or calling emergency services, Michelle drove away, leaving the injured individual on the side of the road. The story further claimed that the incident was captured on surveillance cameras, but the footage was suppressed by government officials to protect the First Lady. The allegations gained traction when a series of images and videos began circulating online. One widely shared photo purported to show Michelle Obama's vehicle with a dented front bumper, while another claimed to show her leaving the scene of the accident. These images were presented as evidence to support the claims. Additionally, anonymous sources cited in the articles claimed that the Obama administration had used its influence to cover up the incident, preventing law enforcement from investigating or pursuing charges. The story quickly became a rallying point for critics of the Obama administration. Political opponents and commentators seized on the allegations, using them to attack Michelle Obama's character and question her integrity. Social media platforms were flooded with posts accusing her of using her position to evade responsibility and avoid legal consequences. Hashtags like #MichelleHitAndRun and #ObamaCoverUp trended on Twitter, amplifying the narrative and drawing even more attention to the claims. Supporters of Michelle Obama were quick to defend her, pointing out the lack of credible evidence and the suspicious timing of the allegations. They noted that the story emerged during a highly contentious election year, suggesting that it was part of a broader effort to discredit the Obama administration and undermine its legacy. However, the sheer volume of information and the emotional weight of the accusations made it difficult to completely dispel the story. As the story continued to spread, some media outlets attempted to verify the claims. Investigative journalists and fact-checkers looked into the narrative, but inconsistencies began to emerge. For example, the alleged surveillance footage of the incident was never produced, and the locations mentioned in the reports did not match up with Michelle Obama's known whereabouts at the time. Additionally, law enforcement agencies in Washington, D.C. stated that no hit-and-run incidents involving the First Lady had been reported or investigated. Despite these efforts to scrutinize the story, the allegations persisted. The narrative was fueled by a combination of political polarization, distrust of mainstream media, and the viral nature of social media. Many people who were already skeptical of the Obama administration were willing to believe the claims, while others shared the story without verifying its accuracy. The incident highlighted the challenges of navigating information in the digital age, where sensational claims can spread rapidly. The controversy also raised questions about the motivations behind the story. Some analysts suggested that the allegations were part of a deliberate effort to tarnish Michelle Obama's reputation and undermine her influence. As a popular and respected figure, Michelle Obama had become a target for those who sought to discredit her husband's administration and its policies. The hit-and-run story was seen as an attempt to exploit public distrust and sow division. In the final analysis, the allegations against Michelle Obama were entirely false. No evidence was ever found to support the claims, and the story was debunked by multiple credible sources. The images and videos were exposed as hoaxes, and the anonymous sources cited in the reports were revealed to be non-existent. The incident served as a stark reminder of the dangers of misinformation and the ease with which false information can be weaponized to attack public figures. The story about Michelle Obama's alleged involvement in a hit-and-run incident was a manufactured controversy designed to generate outrage and undermine her reputation. It exploited the public's appetite for sensational stories and capitalized on existing political divisions. While the truth ultimately prevailed, the episode underscored the importance of critical thinking and media literacy in an era where misinformation can spread with alarming speed. Michelle Obama, who has long been an advocate for truth and integrity, emerged from the controversy unscathed. But the incident remains a cautionary tale about the power of false narratives to distort reality and manipulate public opinion. These baseless stories highlight the dangers of fake news and the importance of critical thinking. Michelle Obama's legacy of integrity and advocacy remains untarnished, reminding us to seek truth and verify sources before believing sensational claims. What do you think about Michelle Obama, and do you think she was involved in any hit-and-run incident? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.